At least you're not cows. If you don't know what I mean by that, check out my video on Ballymacool House. I went into a gatehouse of that. I went into a gatehouse of Ballymacool House, and I was in the sitting room, and there was a cow in there. Yes, there was. He's licking my arm. Hello. Oh, gee. He sneezed on me. And he sneezed on the camera. Hello folks, welcome along to another video. I am in an area where this area was a mental health hospital facility. 2/3 of that mental health facility is now abandoned, but it's all boarded up. There's only one building I actually have access to, and we are actually going to go into it. But first of all, I'm going to show you around some of the abandoned buildings that's adjacent to the little small building that I'm going to go in and show you. Here is some of it. As I says, about 2/3 of the buildings on this property are now boarded up or abandoned. And one of the reasons for that is, way back in the day, I was told that there was 1,200 patients in residence on this property until mental health practices changed. Now these buildings are not in use anymore. So we are going to have a look around, folks, and I'm going to show you at the end. I'm going to show you that little small building. There is stables on the other side of the buildings here. I don't think these are in use at the moment, but there is buildings on the other side of this that are still in use and are used by they're used as stables, actually, you know. So I'm just going to briefly show you around some of the buildings here that are not in use anymore. There's no point in me showing you them all, because there's not a lot of content in buildings that you can't get into, you know. I try to stay away from it as much as I can now, you know. Here's a St. John ambulance station. It would be great content if we could get access to some of these, but that's not going to happen, folks. It's just the way it is. seem to have, this is the second video I've done where there's two black baggies on the ground, but there it is around, well, possibly it looks like it probably is a pool of some kind. And there's another one over here with a winch just over it. And here is a drainage hole, so most likely this is a pool area, you know, some sort of hydrotherapy pool. There is people around, so I'm just going to have to be aware of that. Won't be doing spirit box session here today, but I will do a sweep, an EMF sweep. There shouldn't be any electricity in here. My phone is in the car. We'll just see how it goes, you know. Right, around the room I have three pieces of equipment. I'm going to show you those now. Starting off, we have the K2 meter, which most of you will be aware of, and it's just a simple electromagnetic field detection device. Here we have another EMF detector. It's the MEL 8704, the older version of it, and it is a more accurate way of measuring electromagnetic fields. So I have that a couple of feet away from that, and a couple of feet away from that we have the Spirit Pod, which is a cheaper version of the REM Pod. It is from Paraforce, and Paraforce also has come out with its own Spirit Box. So there is one or two videos on YouTube about the new Paraforce Spirit Box. It seems to work in a different way than the our conventional Spirit Boxes. So have a look at those. So I have the three devices set up around the room. I'm just going to keep an eye on those for the next while. We may or may not get anything, folks. It's not, you know, it's not guaranteed. Anytime we go to places, we're not guaranteed that we're going to pick up anything, any fantastic evidence. But what I do try to do is show you around the place, show you the outside. Showing the outside of a building means that the viewer knows what the building looks like. And very often, when abandoned exploring videos go out, you don't see the outside, so the viewer doesn't know what the building actually looks like. So I like to try and keep visual content along with trying to pick up paranormal evidence as well, you know. But we're not going all out here today with the paranormal evidence and that. But seeing as I had the stuff in my bag, I just decided I would give it a go. The Spirit Pod works in the same way as a REM Pod. It produces an electromagnetic field around it. When that electromagnetic field is disturbed, it triggers off these lights. And there is 4 lights, so it's kind of, you get an idea of direction. When you go on this side, this other light lights up. When you go that way, I don't know, but there is 4 lights to it of different colours, and there's a magnetic field around it, and when the energy come towards it, it triggers that off. I also have motion detectors as well. I will bring them in other investigations. I will have to get myself a new bag, because this bag, it goes around my shoulder like this, but when I put too much heavy stuff on it, it gets to me here. So I need to get a backpack like you know, Mosarji has and Omar Gosh has, and you know, you can put your stuff in your back, and it's not putting any strain on you, like. So that might be a good idea. It means I can bring more equipment with me, you know. I can't carry around those big silver cases everywhere I go, you know, so putting stuff into a bag and storing them in the cases, that's grand. But if I go to a bigger location, I will bring the cases with me, and will bring all the equipment that I can with me, you know. Off camera, I do normally ask the spirit to touch the devices, make the lights light up and that, but if nothing is happening, there's no point in me filming it. So very often I do a lot of this stuff on camera. If things happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't, you know. So that's why some of the times you don't hear me reach out to the spirits and ask. I sometimes do this off camera to test to see if there's anything here in the first place. If there's nothing here, there's no point in me pointing a camera at a piece of device and nothing has happened, and it's not good content. Dead Grammys. I don't know what that's about. I did pack up the paranormal equipment. I spent some time reaching out to the spirits. There is nothing that I picked up here at all. So I packed the equipment away. Don't know, it may be a place I may come back to. It's just I was in the area and I discovered this while I was exploring the area. It's one area that we can get into, so I decided I would show it to you. You know, a short video is better than no video at all. Around the back here we have a boiler house. Now, that did look like a tunnel down there, but it is just a boiler house. And it's pretty dirty and messy down there. I don't particularly want to go back down there again, so I'll show you the top end of it. Another baggie. And another baggie in here. This is the, it looks like an oil tank and some kind of boiler house. The same kind of shelving as the other place. And we've got this, I don't know what this is. I'm sorry it's dark, but it's this winding thing with a kind of a clock on the side of it there. Sorry, I did discover now that I had a light on my bag. There's a little dial here, and this handle winds up and down to some sort of hydraulic thing, and then it's connected to this small tank over there. So I don't know. But the wall is all tied here as well. Oh, there's a small attic up there. The wood seems surprisingly fresh up there actually, for a very old building. There's actually no, there's no top on this. I don't know, I can't see what you probably see more than what I see at the moment. Whatever's in that tank. I won't know what I see, what the camera sees, until I review this footage. I'm sorry it's a short video today, but it's all I have for today, so you know, I thought you may or may not be interested in it. If not, we'll go on to the next video. I will see you in the next one, folks, and as always, be good to each other. And I'm just in time now as it's starting to rain. So smash the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next one, folks.